Test 1, 2. Test. Welcoming Lindsay. We're gonna relax with some music today. Welcoming Claudia. Thank you for being here. We're going to get started shortly. We're going to play the flute soon, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Thank you, Malenas, Jerry, Nemo, thank you. Rosie, Daniel, Matthias, thank you. for the roses. Coop, Nemo, Eva or Eva. Thank you so much. So this is a Native American low B flute made from bamboo. It's a very deep flute. Helps you heal from sadness. When you hear it, you just it gives you permission to feel your core. Sometimes you hold on to memories for a long time. And when you hear it, you just make peace with it. Because everybody has baggage. Thank you. This is an Egyptian flute. This is a Hijaz, Egyptian scale, yeah. This is a Native American flute. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you, Ricky. We're gonna keep the vibes going. one love. We are one love. Celebrate one love. Mic check 1 2 3. Hello, Pika-chan. How are we doing today? Welcoming Jessica. We got Valencia here. I hope you enjoyed the relaxing flutes, but of course, we're here to also relaxing talk. The link in the bio sign is to teach people, to just help people, like we're engaging in a loving way. And we're not here to get people to come link in the bio. Help people right where we're at. When we're online, many people won't tell you everything because they want you to buy their package. But people need help right now. So instead, this is a joke. It's a running joke on TikTok that reminds people, just help people do the right thing without needing to charge $55.55 to just help somebody, you know. Mr. has the quiet storm. This is that nighttime ASMR voice, you know what I'm saying? The sound of the flute I heard, it's Mac. Thank you. Recently, the universe tells me, try to serve at this time. It's an inconvenient time for me to be on, but it's never too convenient to serve humanity, even though you sacrifice your habits and patterns, because why? Gas blame. You know what I mean? Sometimes to help the world, you have to make a sacrifice. And to, you know, I'm glad we can feel peace and relaxation together. It's very convenient for me because I can't sleep, and normally I'm always in bed early. Yeah. I'm here because I want to tend to my brothers and sisters who cannot be online with me during the daytime. You know? And so, as you know, I normally stream 10 hours a day, and I'm looking at when is the best time for me to be on. At night, many people are looking for connection that is fulfilling, because some people get back home late, and we're trying to relax, and we want to be around positive, loving people at night that's not noisy, that's respectful, that's grounded, that's humble. And that's the goal, right? That's the goal. $7:53 in the morning here. I can never go to sleep until 3:30. Honestly, that's how I used to be. I used to sleep very late myself, but not by choice, by insomnia. I didn't have a reason to go to sleep, and so I always woke up groggy. Sometimes you wake up hungover because you went out. When you work in the server industry, after work, sometimes you go out to the server bar. When you buy a drink at the bar, at the server bar, they give you doubles. Right? You buy a drink, they always make it double or triple. And that used to be my old life, and to me that was a great day, you know. Had a good time. But now I'm on here because I care about y'all. I wanna be able to connect and share some unconditional loving energy because I needed it in the past, No, just pure joy and happiness to just say hi, that you don't have to be perfect, that you are enough. Sometimes we are just looking for our people, We're looking for connection, and sometimes we're looking for connection beyond romantic and like a genuine, we're just looking for good vibes that doesn't drain us, Thank you, Gemini J. It's kind of difficult sometimes to find like really positive vibe that doesn't drain you. That doesn't need money from you. That's not trying to sell you something. That doesn't tire you. And this is why I'm staying on to say hi to you, because good vibes for my brothers, sisters, and friends out there. I know that back then I didn't even know where to go for these vibes, let alone online. But non-draining energy exchange. And the truth is, it's called unconditional love. There's no exchange. I'm just here to share love, and because I'm happy with my life, but I used to be miserable. You know what I mean? Swadika. Kia or. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Vanessa. We're here to respect each other, and in the positive vibes, we're here to respect whether people like Jesus or don't. Because everyone loves different things, but one thing that unites us is love. Love is beautiful. Love the way that makes you happy. But make sure love yourself first, To me, I choose the spiritual route. I choose to be more spiritual because it brings people together. And this is why I'm grateful to be here. It takes years to be here. I had an interaction with a man today and went out of his way to check on every person that walked. Okay. Right. And so when people like Maggie of Oppen says Jesus is the way to set you free, don't fall for the lies of Satan, I always remember, what would Jesus do if somebody accused him of that? So we're just here to respect people, but we're not here to put people down just because they don't follow our ways. Because it's love. This is why I chose to be spiritual, because that doesn't make sense. Because when you choose love, it brings people together. When you choose things that make sense, it feels great. But when you're like, when I don't agree with you, I go to hell, that doesn't make sense. But we're still here to respect the people who tell us if we don't believe, we're going the wrong way. Right. At this point, I'm used to it, because when you're doing something that people feel love, sometimes they want it to be only one way, their way. But when you feel happy, can we just say thank you? When we can relax and enjoy this moment together, can this just be enough? Sometimes we make it so difficult because the people before us make it difficult. Sometimes our environment makes it difficult to be happy. But after going through a lot of sadness, we can make it easy to feel joy. Make it easy to laugh, to smile. I can smile in front of you because I don't give a crap. I'm happy with my life. I smile because that's how I feel. When you're done worrying about what people think of you, you start to live your life. It's sometimes difficult to just be you because we worry too much about what the world thinks when people just judge you for 5 seconds. And after that, they don't really care. I'm not happy because Fortnite has right now an update. Well, I hope the update's not too long. Well, I'm glad you choose to hang out here for a little bit till you go check on Fortnite again. Mine updated, so I'm happy. Hey, I'm just here to share with you positive vibes in between your Fortnite, okay? My absolute favorite person on TikTok. Is that you? That must be yourself, right? My son loves that game too. My wife listens to your live while she plays Fortnite. Who's your wife? Dang, we got married couples listening to the stream. Stop spelling witchcraft. The first person that mentioned witchcraft is you. Maybe when you start accusing people, maybe you got the brujeria yourself. Dang. Welcoming Sister Aura, Gen X. Whenever welcome to the stream. The goal of us being together right now is called unconditional love. It's why I'm speaking at this pace, this tone. It's why the stream is decorated like this. To remind you to chill, to be present, to breathe, and relax your body. Everything's gonna be okay. Positive vibes. Brother Diego up in here. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Batty long leg. Yeah, today the universe told me I had to be on here till 2 a.m. because my brothers and sisters come home very late and sleep very late. I normally sleep at around midnight or 1 a.m. Right, because I stream till midnight. But today is like, go later. There's some, you need to serve a little bit more. What's up with my brother Diego? Closed. Thank you, Jessica. Juanita. Muchos gracias a todos. Yeah, no routine, basically. It's 2 a.m. for me, God. You keep popping up in my feed. I know. I'm aware that I've been tapping into the algorithm in and out, and speaking like this for 5 hours is difficult, but for 2 hours, I can deal with it. And nighttime speech, right? This is more ASMR nighttime speech. Helps people relax. You are actually a part of my manifest. I check your status. I'm just humbled to be here, and that when people are here, they feel relaxed. To me, let's just breathe together and smile that we can be together in peace and happiness, even though TikTok you can infinitely scroll. But I'm aware that we just want to chill sometimes. So this is like a chill spot where it's mature, it's humble, but it can get real in here, you know? Fifi says you're working wonders on my anxiety. You don't know how to, just don't know how to accept. What you talking about, brother? I'm so happy to be a part of this journey. Hey, shout out to my brother Trevor on Twitch. I'm glad that you have gotten back to yourself, even though it's been not the easiest journey. And so the reason why I'm online is because my teacher told me, stay online, stay on YouTube. But I didn't know it would also be on TikTok. Thank you, Lavelle. Can I ask a question? Ask from your heart. Sure. Right now my goal is to just connect with you and create a sense that everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna find a way. Right? You're gonna find a way to chill. You're gonna find a way to make your life work. You're gonna find a way towards happiness. And so sometimes we don't have supportive people. Sometimes our friends just want to have fun only, but we don't feel grounded with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, this is... And so this is a relaxing style. I have to drink alcohol to shut my energy down after it's taken. How do I change that? When your energy is noisy, it's because you carry some pain that you haven't let go. Sometimes we've been abused and we haven't let go. When we carry the pain, it makes us have to sip a little Henny to go to bed. It makes us have to cope and put a band-aid on our sadness, but we don't really heal. Right? Putting a band-aid on your sadness doesn't fix it. And so many people go to substance to numb because we don't know what to do. Right? We don't know how to heal sometimes. And so we just do what everyone else is doing. Go out, drink, do a little crazy stuff. Eat out, whatever. And this is why I'm here to share the positive energy. I used to be hungover when I go to work quite often. But nobody taught me, how do I deal with my sadness? How do I heal my sadness? How do I let go of my fears? How do I stop being so heartbroken? Right? So many people in this stream and around the world, we all feel sadness and pain, depressed, sometimes lost. And so sometimes we're not ready to hear how to change our life, because sometimes we love going out late at night. After the bar or the club, we continue to go to the after hours, maybe have some tacos, and keep going. Because when we come back to our daily life, there's nothing interesting. But you can uplift. If you don't like your life, brothers and sisters, you can make a change. I used to be in a trap house, wasting my life away. Sad, heartbroken, lonely. And you just have to start believing in yourself. Just believe in yourself at least. It's so good for you to just be positive that you're going to find a way. You don't have to know how, but you're going to find a way. Just keep going and never give up. Right? Just keep going and never give up. You're up late. I have a divine appointment. And that's why I thought I was going to be playing flute for 2 hours, but the universe says, do a little bit more than that, bro. Right? In the past, at this time, I would still be at the karaoke bar, singing my John Legend, singing my R&B music. But now I speak gently, lovingly, to help people, because why? When you find happiness that's fulfilling, when you find deep joy, your brothers and sisters should feel that too. I got really kind of angry a little bit, because the key to happiness is so simple. Why aren't we teaching this to society and brothers and sisters? And it wasn't religious, it was spiritual. It's about joy, gratitude, discipline, right? All the things that are free. How do we cleanse ourselves? Be in a present moment. In this moment, everything is fine. The only time you're dirty is if you hold on with your thoughts. How do you learn to let go? Meditation, exercise, yoga, being in your body. And again, gratitude is the key to changing your life. I tell many people that in the past, I didn't know. I was grateful for my life, but I wasn't genuinely and deeply grateful. I'm just like, thank you for my life. But my relationship with my life wasn't. Imagine this. You might not wake up tomorrow. Who knows? We don't know if tomorrow's not promised. But you got today. So learn to say thank you for your damn life, people. I used to be ungrateful because I was just looking for love in romantic relationship, trying to get, right? We're out looking for a girlfriend, boyfriend. We're out looking for love, but but why aren't we teaching each other to look within for love? We've been taught by music. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. Love me like you do. Everything in the music teaches us go outside. But the happy people go inside. What are you waiting for? Every night in my dreams. We're taught to like daydream about romance, Romeo and Juliet. How can I differentiate obsessive fear versus intuition? I think it's better to distinct between rational fear and irrational fear. Right? Irrational fear is thinking that something's after you, some spirit's after you. In this moment, there's nothing after you. But your mind, something's after you. That's irrational. But what made you believe in irrational fear? Some people, sometimes you do wrong to others and you have deep guilt and shame that manifests in irrational fear, like some darkness is after you. It's because you done wrong and you haven't forgiven yourself, and it can manifest in irrational fear. Rational fear is we shouldn't go running in the forest at night because we don't know if there's wolves. Right? So, fear is healthy because it helps us to stay alive. Irrational fear is when everything is fine but you're in your head. Because why? Sometimes we've been traumatized. Sometimes we've been manipulated. Welcoming Sunny. Sometimes people have used us. Sometimes we've been deeply hurt. Like the boy who cried wolf. Thank you, love and light. Thank you for your blessings. How do you know if your download is just a psychosis or the download is not psychosis? What is psychosis? ขอบคุณครับ like what is psychosis? Like mental confusion, overthinking about it without confirmation. Okay, so you ask, how do you know if your download is just... When you talk about the word download, you're talking about how do you know if this is something from your head or if this is something from your heart? You have to learn to be present to see. When it's from your head, there's oftentimes doubt, fears, worries, limiting thoughts. But when it's from your heart, it's like you'll find a way. Right? It's more in your body. You just know. But when it's here, you start to think. So the only way to distinct is to learn to observe and meditate consistently. Many people, you ask them if they meditate, they'll say yes. But they don't meditate consistently. And if you're not consistent, you're not going to be able to differentiate, is this my head or my heart? But as you pay attention on a daily basis, you start to see. Sometimes you think you're following your heart, but it's your head. And so the more you pay attention, you start to know the difference. But if you don't pay attention at all, how the heck you gonna know the difference? But of course, the reason we don't pay attention because there's so many damn distractions from our phones. How many apps do you have that you scroll through each day that take you away from the moment? So many. Right? And so the less distractions we have, the less dopamine we need. Like when we play Call of Duty, it makes your mind doo-doo, because it makes your mind like overstimulated, and so all day it's a very addictive, it's a very addictive content. And then when you play VR, it's a immersive. So and sometimes we do these entertaining things to run away from our sadness. Some of us are lost in life, and instead of finding our way, we just keep being entertained. Why? Because we're lost. So instead of finding your way, instead of facing that you're lost, you escapism. You go out to the club and drink. You don't know how you're going to make money. With the money that you have, sometimes we just buy more Jamaican herb. Play FIFA, NBA 2K25 or whatever, right? Choose your poison. And so when I'm on here engaging, we're respectfully, humbly speaking. Thank you, love and light. I appreciate your blessings. We're humbly engaging in a mature way and not trying to guilt each other about anything, because it's useful for humanity to talk about important things. And look, I'm choosing to speak in a relaxing manner the things we don't want to talk about, because it helps people. Because I just want to see my brothers and sisters do good, right? And so it takes so much effort and so many years of devotion, because why am I on this planet if I'm just happy with myself and not trying to help other people? Like, what's the point of happiness if people are in trouble and you don't help them? Many people will only help you for $111 link in the bio, right? Many people will just try to give you life coaching and won't help you on the spot. So many people don't even trust people like me, because there's a lot of people just looking to make money from you. And I repeat this every day because there's so many people on TikTok trying to make money from people's loneliness, sadness, and being lost. And it's good money. But look at, like, it makes humanity, it makes people lose faith in, right? It makes people lose faith in spiritual people, because they're out to get your money all the damn time, which is really sad. And that's why I think that's why I have to be willing to do a little bit more, because the people who do card readings are gonna be on at a time that's convenient, right? Make your money, get your clients, leave TikTok. But to stay late like this, to do unconditional love work, it's like, so I'm looking for a way to be on here at night more, to tend to my brothers and sisters who've had a long day and worked doubles to pay their bills and maybe living a life that doesn't fulfill them, and for us to share wisdom and knowledge for us to help us move to a more fulfilling life. Because I was the same way, working at the Cheesecake Factory, going to the bar after, and at night scroll on YouTube watching Ancient Aliens or whatever, right? And my life would only change when I went through near-death experiences and addiction. And I'm glad to be here with you, But of course, I'm not here by accident, yet rock bottom. I've been trained. I have teachers who also did not charge me money, who just help people. Because when people are happy, the planet becomes a better place. Right? Many people just help people and be effective. Sometimes we want to help people, but we're not effective because all we're yelling at people is Jesus is the only way, Jesus is the only way, Jesus is the only way. It's like, okay, can you do a little bit more than just yell at people? The same thing. We respect that, I respect Jesus, I respect Buddha, I respect the indigenous, I respect people who help people. But when we come in, right, when we're just blurting out names, it's like, okay, are you gonna talk to him at all? Are we gonna say hi? Are we gonna listen to each other? Right? And so it takes more than just, this is why thank you for the blessings. This is why I'm making the effort to speak to you from my heart instead of talk to you as the chat, right? Because we're looking for connection. When we're looking for a girlfriend, we're looking for fulfilling connection. When we're looking for a boyfriend, we're looking for loving connection. And imagine that we can have a loving connection without the romance too. Like what we're doing right now. This is loving connection that's not romantic. And sometimes that seems impossible because many people, even a lot of leaders sleep around. It's terrible. But when we're online and doing this stuff, you see how you're in the comfort of your home. I'm in the comfort of my home, and there's a healthy boundary, and we can deeply connect, which is beautiful. So we can use the power of the internet to spread authentic, genuine love that doesn't guilt people that if you don't believe, you go to hell. Right? If you don't meditate, you're going, no. Meditate helps. You have the free will to live a miserable life. But because when you care about people, you don't want them to choose miserable life. But if some people don't listen, they have the free will to live their life the way they want to. So when I'm here talking with peace and love, I'm aware that some people are not going to listen. Some people will come to troll. Some people will come to hate. Every day that I stream, haters gon' hate. That's the law of your universe. Haters gon' hate. And so when you serve enough, you get used to people yelling Jesus, yelling Quran. Even one guy said, nope. I think Siddhartha is the way. I'm like, oh God, this is just it's not about the religion. It's more about the individuals. Some people just need you to be different. But imagine you can just be yourself and follow what works for you. You know what I mean? And I know whenever I'm speaking in this tone in the beginning, some people it's like, okay, I like it, but I'm not sure what this is about. He looks like a monk. It's just unconditional love. It's just unconditional love. Whenever I had my spiritual awakening, and then I found, okay, I want to find my purpose. And I heard that if your purpose, if your dreams doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. And I thought, what's a dream? What can I dream of that's so big that it scares me? And I chose, I would like to unite humanity. I mean, it's kind of like, how the hell are you gonna do that? Right? I'm just another bald dude. I'm just like everyone else. Right? But when you choose something like, how are you gonna unite humanity? That's kind of crazy. But I still chose it because it's what I truly felt. But of course, you don't unite humanity. Love unite humanity, the spirit. Some people you can call this God, the Buddha nature, the Christ consciousness. All these things restore faith in humanity. But we can simply call it unconditional love restores faith in humanity. What's your opinion on God? The word God can be very... You can get rid of the word God and use the word love. We can just all use the word unconditional love. Now, for some people, that version is Jesus. And I respect that, because why? That's what love is for them. For you, love could be your grandma. Which one is right? What if they can both be right at the same time? Yeah, so before I decided to have the purpose to unite humanity, I felt deep joy with who I am. And I'm like, why doesn't humanity feel deep joy with who they are? Because we're so distracted by so many products in Walmart, Amazon, July 4th, Black Friday sale, Red Tag sale, right? St. Patrick's Day sale, buy one get one free, 50% half off, right? There's so many distractions away from what really matters, which is you are enough. Because when you're enough, it's not very profitable. You don't buy as much stuff. You know what I mean? Like when you're happy with who you are, you don't shop as much. Right? When you're happy with who you are, you don't go out at night as much. I don't go out at night at all. Why? Like, I don't go to bars anymore. Why? Because I'm happy. I don't need to drink. If I drink, I just drink with my wife. I drink with my family, but I don't go out to the bars. Right? I'm with the people I love in a grounded place, and we're celebrating with gratitude, How do I heal myself? You have to make a commitment to yourself that you're going to choose a life of happiness. And happiness is not what you want it to be. Happiness is what feels happy. Sometimes we want what we think is happiness, but it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes we want $1 million, but we're looking to feel abundant. All my needs are met. I have enough to save a little bit more and invest. All right, sometimes you want a boyfriend, but you're looking to love yourself. Sometimes you want a Honda Civic Type R. You're looking to have fun. You want to fit in. And you have the right to. But the Honda Civic Type R is inside, is in your heart. Right? Your joy is already within. We want the Honda Civic Type R because the VTEC, the boost, we feel excited about it. But imagine you can feel excited about your life. You know why? Because you know your purpose. You're happy with who you are when you used to be insecure. You love yourself before you were thirsty, chasing that, chasing people. But when you're happy with who you are, you find your soulmate, you find an amazing partner. Because why? You love your damn self first. Yeah, when we don't know better, we're gonna feed the ego, which is wear the Gucci belt, nice things to look good on the outside, but inside, insecurity. And when we find a partner and we're insecure, who are you texting? Who's that guy that liked your picture? Because why? We don't love ourselves and we don't know that's an issue. So we're always like, who's sliding in your DMs? Let me check it real quick. Right? And this is what happens when we're insecure. We do immature things. And when we're immature, we will check their DMs while we're the one who's cheating. We'll accuse them of cheating while we're the one doing it. You heard that one before. And so this is why many people... But why do we cheat? Because we're cheating on our own self. We don't love ourselves. When you're not good enough, when will you allow yourself to be good enough? How about today? How much more do you need to be happy? How much more money do you need to be good enough? You need a six-pack abs. You need the lipo, the Botox. Most people just need discipline, commitment, consistency. A change in mentality, a change in perception, but instead we just change the outside, but we don't change our mentality. Because why? It means we have to actually work at it. We just want to, right? Most people think money will fix all their problems. I used to think that way. Money will fix all my problems, because it's a lazy way to think, right? Right? No, we won't work it well. Money can buy you happiness, right? You don't know. But imagine that you can be happy on the way to more happiness. You can enjoy your life on the way to more joy. Because if you don't learn to enjoy your life now, once you get that Honda Civic Type R, the new GTR just came out. Right, right. You got the iPhone 15, the iPhone 16 about to come out. Now you behind. Everybody's got iPhone 16 now. You still on number 15. Right? You gotta keep up with the times. Everybody got the BBLs now. Right? You still got the... Right? You're falling behind. Right? Everybody's got a Tory Burch slides. Right? We're past Louis Vuitton already. That's 10 years ago. When we start thinking like that, it's okay that we do. But make sure you're happy with your damn life. Many people are unhappy with their life and we just go shopping. And I used to do it too. When you're unhappy, you just want to retail therapy. Nowadays, TikTok, you can buy crystals, you can buy a tarot card, Amazon, Shein, Temu. There's so many places, right? Our life stays the same. And we don't want to look at the sad details of our life because it makes us sad. But it's still there. Like, for example, some of y'all don't even talk to your mama or your father. And you really would like to restore it. And when you learn to develop yourself you begin to heal all of it. You begin to help yourself first, and you overflow, and then you help your family. You begin to be around more educated, humble, loving people with wisdom, which those people will be few. So as you begin to be more mature, you're going to stop hanging out with your immature friends who always ask you to go out on the weekends. This is the truth that I'm sharing with you that I experienced. As I began to mature, I stopped hanging out at the bar. I didn't need to go out street racing. I didn't need to go to the karaoke bar or after hours. Because when you're happy, you're just grateful you woke up today. When you're genuinely happy with your life, the people who are genuinely grateful for their life, they're just grateful they woke up today, and that's why they're happy. But when you're not happy, you're gonna need the latest J's, right? You need to fit in the latest trends. And I'm saying all this because many people are just walking in a circle and not realizing they're not even happy. Chasing, like hooking up on Tinder is terrible because it makes you have a lower standard of love. Sleeping around is the worst way. When you sleep around, you may get it, you may have the experience 30 minutes, 15 minutes in bed, but you disconnect with your self-respect, with a potential quality being, because your relationship with yourself is low quality. But of course, it's very popular to sleep around now, but we don't see the repercussion of sleeping around. And so, don't get trapped in the thirst. That's why we call it love your damn self. When you love who you are and you're happy, you find you find people who respect you. When you don't love yourself, you're always going to be looking for love on the outside. When girls are around, you're going to be excited. Oh, there's hot girls around, right? When there's cute guys that you're interested around, you start acting some type of way. But when there's nothing around, you're just like, whatever, right? Good night, Tam. And so again, we're having this honest talk in a loving, respectful way so that our brothers and sisters can wake the F up and love your damn self already. So that you can so that the right one naturally comes to you. Right? Do you have a girlfriend or married? And one of the biggest issues is we're dating so much and getting heartbroken. Date heartbroken. And we keep walking this circus, not paying attention to what's really happening. Right? Date heartbroken. Sometimes they dump you. Sometimes you dump them. And then we go, I give up on love. Many people think love is romance and holding hands and cuddling and all. But how come it doesn't last? Not seeing the patterns, yeah. So when you begin to see the dots, maybe that's not love. That's puppy love. That's not lasting love. And the people who have lasting love ain't out here helping people. It's on our watch, right? It's on our watch that we take care of each other, that we share knowledge masterfully and gracefully talk to each other because we care, right? When people are good, when people find a way and they're good, they move outside of the city and they stay in it, right? I used to do Amazon delivery. Okay. I mean, I recently stopped because why? This online thing's working out. And it's all donation based. Because why? Something's working. When people find their way, nowadays, they move outside of the city and they just think of me and my family, and that's it. And so I'm like, when you make it, why aren't we helping other people make it? When people make money, and it's like we just kind of move outside the city, your family, my family. But to go out of our way to teach each other and guide each other, it's really crucial to restoring faith in humanity. Because it's love. It's just love. To just care about each other. To and I can, again, I'm grateful that there's 500 people, 600 people listening, because you deserve to be genuinely happy. And that it's possible for you no matter where you come from, whether they dumped you, whether you grew up without a father or a mother, whether you're heartbroken right now or don't have a direction in life. You'll find a way if you just keep believing in your damn self. And I'm just doing this real talk because I'm not here to BS with you, because I needed the same talk. It's just really inconvenient to give a to give a crap. You got a life to live. Like I'm out. It's almost 2 a.m. here, but imagine we're all just waiting for somebody to do it. We're waiting for somebody to do the right thing. We're waiting for somebody to mentor. We're waiting for people, but instead, we just get more entertainment, more TikTok card readers who do it, right? We're just gonna guide each other only like as a life coach. Why don't we just help humanity without thinking about, right? Like what I'm talking to you right now, like I can just turn into a life coach. But there's enough of those around. What about the people who's ready to wake up and humble enough to listen, but they ain't gonna pay for a life coach? There's a ton of those people, right? And I'm just grateful again. There's people ready. And the universe told me to stay on late today to play the flutes. And then halfway playing the flute, is talk to them. I'm like, okay. Because here's the truth. I'm tired of hearing about somebody's child take their own life. Because it's on our watch that these misfortunes are happening. And what are we doing about it, Like, what, just playing more Fortnite? Buying more stuff on TikTok? Like, be the change we wish to see in the world, right? Everyone knows this damn quote, be the change. But when I'm looking around, it's like, what are we doing? Why is this happening? And why are people, where are the leaders? A lot of corruption. Sometimes the leader says, I'm gonna help y'all, and then they take that money and buy a mansion. Alright, let's not go down that rabbit hole. Right? And so we get betrayed by leaders who are corrupted sometimes. And then there's politics involved. But what we're doing here right now, this is pure. And when it's like this, it's like, it's freedom. It's just love. There's no agenda. You don't have to change. Like, if you love Jesus, you don't have to stop. If you love Buddha, you don't have to stop. But the one thing we can do together is love. and it's priceless, like Jessica says. Are you ready to do your part? If you're inspired by the message, tend to your people, care, learn to improve yourself. Like, it took years for me to talk like this with confidence. Think about that. It didn't happen overnight. I've been streaming for 5 years, okay? And I just started streaming on TikTok in April. Okay? And I'm on here because I just want to help people, but I don't want to be like, you can help too. You can make some sacrifice. But before you can help others, make sure you find the joy within your heart on a daily basis. Look at what's painful, look at what's hurt, and let that go. Forgive the people that abuse you because they've been abused too. And when you learn to forgive all your baggage, you start to feel brighter, lighter, and your aura begins to radiate. You become a lighthouse and you guide people naturally. And some of y'all will naturally turn it into a business. Do your best to keep it pure. Like right now, this is pure. Right? I'm not trying to get members or link in the bio. This is it. Are you willing to do that at your job? Like, imagine at your job, you can be kind to your a-hole coworker. That's what the ego says, right? But your heart says, that's somebody who's been abused. That's somebody that is sad, and that's why they're like that. It's not what's wrong with them. It's what happened to them that make them unkind. What happened to them that make them sad, that make them addicted? What happened to them where they need constant Jamaican herb? Because when you're truly happy, all you need is this right here. And gratitude. Good night, Huma. Thank you so much. Noor says, I feel attacked now. How come? Look, it doesn't happen overnight. I've been on this path for 9 to 10 years. And I'm just glad I didn't give up, because there's many times to give up. Why? It's difficult. It's difficult to be able to speak this way confidently, articulately into the camera with the highest quality everything camera, right? Just to spread the message, brothers and sisters. And to sit like this for hours. So every detail has been years of commitment. So don't think that this just kind of happened overnight. But if you start today, who knows where you will be in a year, in 2 years. If you start deciding to believe in greatness, in profound miracles, if you start believing and have faith today, who knows where you will be in 9 to 10 years? Like what's going on right now in this stream didn't happen overnight. Oh, and the cycles of the mind pulls you right back when you think, yeah. This is why we stay humble. Sorry to hear that, Alicia. We all have leadership potential, but to lead, it takes effort, because you have to learn some self-mastery and be clear about your principles, and that your principles unite humanity instead of separate them. As you navigate through this thing called life, there's a lot of politics that separates people. It makes people fight and hate each other. And that's what I'm not here for that. I'm aware that people disagree with each other, but we can still respect and love each other. Freedom says, I was so sad and stressed. Your speech made me relax. And that's why I'm on here. But of course, it's not me. It's the energy that's within all of us already. Some people call that the Christ consciousness, the Holy Spirit, the Buddha nature, the Spirit, the infinite. Whatever you choose to call it, do your thing. But it's all the same thing it's love. That's why I respect Jesus and Buddha, because they represent love. But when politics gets involved, it says, no, one is my Lord and Savior and the other one is not. And this is when, can we respectfully disagree and still love? Can we respectfully disagree and still feel love? Nowadays, when we disagree with each other, we hate each other. Right? But when we learn to respect each other, we work together as a team. And when we're united, we start to call out the corruption. We start to unite and say, hey, this doesn't make sense, and we work together to make things work. But we have to be willing to have a conversation. Like we're having a healthy conversation now. And it's really respectful, even though we have many people here, right? Is it possible to consume Jamaican herb in moderation? Respect the medicine, don't abuse it. Most people, it's easy to abuse it because sometimes we're just trying to numb the pain. Numbing, it's like morphine, but to heal it, it takes time. Numbing helps us to see the pain, what we need to do to let it go. So when you start to respect the sacred herbs, they heal you and you end up graduating from these plant teachers. Right? When you heal, you don't need any more medicine. But when you're not healing, you keep numbing. And when you don't heal for a long time, you need a stronger potency of the numbing. This is why the Jamaican herb nowadays is so dang strong, because people aren't healing. So we want more potent. And it's so potent, people are like having a freaking panic attack. Right? We've all seen that video, that dude, right? It's hilarious on YouTube, but at the end of the day, it's not. Because that's our brothers and sisters suffering. And it's on our watch. But, right, it makes good content. But is it really happy? Is it really good for humanity? For people who don't care, it's a great laughter. But for me, I'm like, that's kind of sad, you know? My spiritual path is unconditional love in the moment while respecting religion. I come from the foundation of Buddhism, but it didn't work for me because even though I was raised in mostly Buddhism, I still found my ways to substance and a trap house, near-death experiences, street racing, chasing girls, going to the clubs 4 times a week, and karaoke bar 4 to 5 times a week. Right? I was raised around Buddhism, but I didn't practice the teaching. Many people follow Jesus' teaching but don't practice it. They just know it with their lips but not by action. Many Buddhists know the Buddha's teaching by their lips, but they don't practice awareness. Because it's difficult, right? This is why, that's why many people, it's hard to be kind to your neighbor when your neighbor is an a-hole. I get it. Right? It's hard to forgive the person that abused you. But when you're able to do that, your compassion and your heart expands. Right? It's so beautiful. When you're able to forgive the impossible, your love, what's possible within here is infinite. And so imagine we all have this traumatic thing that happened to us, or many, and when we can deeply and genuinely forgive from the bottom of our heart, because we know that people who hurt us have been abused themselves. And so when we're able to forgive deeply, our compassion, our faith, and our heart expands. And you can call that connecting to Jesus, or connecting to the Christ consciousness, to the Buddha nature, to the Krishna consciousness, to Jah, Rastafari, right? It's whatever works for you. Hey, thank you, Amanda. Appreciate that. Anyways, it's my time to make an exit, so I just want to say thank you for your time that you chose to relax together and be respectful. Thank you for choosing to be here, because you could be in many places. And I hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope that this was a relaxing conversation that maybe inspire you to raise your self-connection and believe in yourself deeper, and to take some action towards a fulfilling life, even though sometimes you don't feel that way. Okay? Thank you, and good night, everybody. Thank you.